Now that new political districts are in place, North Carolina politicians are making moves, announcing which ones they will be running for and which seats they will give up. The differences in the new maps will change who you vote for and who is going to likely win. It's almost dinner time, so think of it like two pizzas trading slices. WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live at the Legislative Building to explain the differences you can expect to see. Laura?
You know, Gerald, there are some really big differences, even here in Wake County. Last year, Wake County voters elected Democrat Wiley Nickel to Congress. Next time, they'll elect a Republican. Here's why and how that'll work. In the 2022 election, Congressional District 13 covered the southern half of Wake County, Johnston, and parts of Harnett and Wayne. It was a 50-50 district. Either party could have won it. Democrat Wiley Nickel did. This is what District 13 looks like now. Less urban, more rural, hooking around the east edge of Wake County all the way up to the Virginia line. It now leans Republican by an 18-point margin.
So that's one of the most dramatic changes I think I've seen anywhere in the country.
Meredith College political scientist David McLennan.
The shape of it would indicate that they had to move a lot of things around to get it more Republican leaning.
How could changing the district lines make such a big difference? Think about it like pizza. Let's say that Democrats are pepperoni, okay, and cheese is Republican. This is District 2. That's Deborah Ross's district. In the last election, it was about 2/3 Democrat, or pepperoni, and about 1/3 Republican, or cheese. Now, over here, we got District 13. That's Wiley Nickel's district. That was about equally Democratic and Republican, so we're half pepperoni and half cheese. Each of these slices represents an area or a neighborhood, let's say Cary or Nidale. In the new maps, what Republican lawmakers did is they took a couple of the Democratic slices or areas out of Nickel's district and put them into District 2. And they took a couple of Republican slices out of District 2, that's Ross's district, and gave them to Wiley Nickel. In the end, what you have for a result is that Ross's district is almost completely Democratic, but it was Democratic to begin with, so nothing's really changed there. But Nickel's district becomes majority Republican. That's just Wake County. Now imagine it in all the other counties, and you can see how swapping slices can really add up.
You know, when you run for office, you want to have a fair fight, and this isn't even close to a fair fight.
That's 13th District Congressman Wiley Nickel. He hasn't decided yet if he'll run again in 2024. He says statistically, there's no way he could win the new district. He's hoping the courts will intervene.
The more, that we continue to do this extreme partisan gerrymandering, the more polarized our politics gets in Washington. And it's really bad for trying to get things done and working across the aisle.
Democrats are planning to file lawsuits against the maps, and they may have a chance. Just yesterday, a federal judge in Georgia threw out extreme partisan gerrymandered maps. They're ruling that they were harmful to black voters, but there's no guarantee that the U.S. Supreme Court will agree. Gerald?
Laura Leslie with a very creative explanation. Thank you, Laura.